hello dears and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Today we will be discovering the opposite side of Benidorm, the famous Avenue Europa or Avenue of Europe here in Benidorm town. Right now we are on one of the main access points towards Benidorm. There's a huge roundabout that will bring you directly to Benidorm city center. Ooh, there's a Jet2 holidays bus right here, probably heading towards the highway, the speedway, to bring tourists towards the airport of Alicante. Very useful and very usual service here in the area to use these type of shuttle buses, especially if you're traveling with a travel agent or if you book it by yourself as well with Beni Connect, the most popular company. They will bring you comfortably and drop you off towards the hotel or the airport. And right here to our left side, it's where the Avenue of Europe is starting. Oh, there's a new dental clinic right here. By the way, dental service here is not of cheapest ones. However, it's not too expensive either. Pierre and Vacance apartments slash hotel, apart hotel if you wish to call it like this. This is the main reception area. They also have some tiny bar here with a terrace where you can sit down, and this is a very tall building, but it's situated right next to the roundabout, which is where we have a big amount of traffic, as you can see. So if you're looking for a quieter area to stay, maybe Pierre and Vacance will not be the ideal place for you, but if you don't mind it, it's quite good. They even have a mini market inside where you can buy basic things that you might need during your stay here in Benidorm. The Avenue of Europe has changed a lot with the time. They've added the bicycle trails, way more space for people to walk, so it's really wide and spacious. This was one of the first 20 streets in Benidorm once Benidorm became popular in 1960s, and starting from then this street has massively changed. It's also connecting the more touristic area of Benidorm with the zone where mostly people are living, those who live here permanently, and with the residential zone, let's say it like this. Here you can also find some electric charging points for electric vehicles. There's a lot of lovely cafeterias. This one here, Florentino, Salon of the Tea. Amazing place, by the way. Really good place. This is Salon of the Tea. You can try out a really lovely selection of teas. And there is another place here in Altea. Amazing fairy tale place. I'm gonna make an official tour shortly here on the channel too. It's like a fairy tale garden, and you can try great tea selection in there together with some cake and pastry. Oh, that's just lovely. That's like a dream come true oasis to relax. So you definitely need to visit it if you will be here in the area. And there are only a few salons of the tea like this, so you could feel yourself as in a fairy tale and relax in a nice and cozy atmosphere. There are also quite a few car rentals here and mobility rentals, which provide you bicycles, motorcycles, mobility scooters, and a lot of other mobility type of vehicles for you to use during your stay. These are not the most popular places to rent, obviously, because they're not located in Benidorm city center. There's not many people here as it is, so not a lot of people know that these places exist, sadly. This here is the street of Esperanto, also really popular one. We've showed it for you here on the channel. I'm gonna leave you the link down below. There's a lot of supermarkets in this zone, since there are a lot of apartments and apart hotels for a short-term stay. They know it, and since there's no like bigger supermarkets in this area, I mean businessmen, they decided to put these type of small supermarkets with everything you need, but obviously the prices will be way more expensive. Here you have one of these rent-a-cars, as I've told you previously. This is just like a rent-a-car where you can rent some cars mostly. Nothing special. Then a barber shop. Barbershops are extremely popular here in Benidorm town. And then some more rentals, but these ones are motorcycles and mobility scooters. This building right here, which is partially open, which is great news for us. You can see it here on the corner. This is supposed to be the cultural center of Benidorm. This is a brand new building that has suffered a lot during the last few years, simply because its construction was stopped because there were a lot of issues with it. You can see here it says Centro Cultural de Benidorm. And basically, which means cultural center of Benidorm. It's supposed to be a massive building full of useful things for people who live here. You know, things like extra activities, different types of concerts, maybe some kind of language courses, you know, anything that might be useful for us and for Benidorm town in general. But they've finished only a small tiny part of it, and the rest of it, as you can see, is covered by these fence, like metal type of fence. Obviously it has like Benidorm skyline on it, whatever you wish, but it's still not finished. It's not giving a good face to this side of Benidorm, which we, to be honest with you, don't really like, and we would love to see this area finished once and for all. Let's hope it's going to be the case, because they promised to finish it during this year 2023. This street right here also is quite famous, has a lot of different businesses, and the 24 hours pharmacy, extremely useful thing, especially if you need desperately a pharmacy at any time of the day. By the way, it's almost 15 degrees outside and it's past 8 p.m. It's almost 15 degrees here. Lovely, lovely weather. So this pharmacy is working 24/7. If you're coming in late night hours, the main door will be closed, but it doesn't mean that it is closed itself. There is a small bell that you need to ring. They will come up to the small window. You let them know what you need. They'll give you the price, and then you'll pay directly through this small window. So don't worry if the lights are on. If it says 24/7, it is open for you guys. There's some pastry shop which is closed due to the time that we have right now. Obviously it's evening, so it's normally open from early morning up until early evening time. Here there's a really, really nice place. This is called Patatas Asadas, which is basically baked potatoes. This place, what it does is that they have like these big potatoes, the oven baked ones, and then you can choose the ingredients that you want as a topping. We personally love these type of places for snacks. It's just great. The kebabish place, huge kebab place in here, and this place offers one of the best kebabs in Benidorm town. It's also a curry house, pizzeria, and a takeaway, so it's like all in one. But it's a really, really good kebab places. If you're a fan of this type of faster food, let's call it like this, then you'll definitely need to visit this one right here. There are also some lovely curry house and kebab places in the center of Benidorm, but that will do for the next video. By the way, the street that we've seen before that I've said is right next to the cultural center, this was the street of Ibiza. Really, really famous for international tourism too. The taxi stop, this is how the taxi stop is looking like in Benidorm. You have different phone numbers or online, and these are the prices, approximate prices that it costs to go from here to different destinations. For example, airport, 75-90 euros. Terra Natura, Aqua Natura, 8 euros, more or less, they charge you from here. Albir from this part of Benidorm will be around 12 to 15 euros, depending on where you would like to go. And Altea might be around 20 euros. From here, once again, depending which side of Altea you would like to visit. So prices are really different. My best advice whenever you take the taxi would be to check out the prices online first. Why? Because they see that when tourists, not everyone, okay, but there have been a lot of cases that I know and that you've told me here on the channel too, some of our subscribers, that if you're not careful, they might charge you way more than it's supposed to be for one or the other zone that you are heading to. So bear that in mind. Always ask for the price beforehand. Check it online if you can. Ask anyone what the approximate price is so that you would know what to expect. And if they're charging you way more than that, then obviously it's not the correct price and they're trying to overcharge you simply because you're not from here and you don't know what the usual price is. So be careful, don't get scammed. Although it's happening way less and less each time, it's not as usual as it was previous decades, but still sometimes it might be the case. There's a huge hotel survey group central office. This is their central office for the reservations. It doesn't mean that you can come here and book a hotel with them. It's just like their main office where they work from, where they get all the phone calls that they might be receiving from you guys, or any kind of emails, any kind of chat and doubts. This is where everything has been answered from, just in case you are curious about it. A lovely place here as well, pizza place. This is the Pizza Factory, steak and burger. Also they serve, apart from the pizza, they have menus on Spanish and English, which is great. The booking can be made directly by this QR code. They have some classic pizzas from €9 up until 18, gourmet pizzas, pasta selection, burgers as well, and steak. Salads, by the way, too, and obviously as a drink you can choose some cocktail, wine, or just any kind of refreshing drink. On our right side we have the famous hotel Belroy. Lovely place. I love their Japanese restaurant on the first floor. It's totally amazing and really much recommended. And in general, on this Mediterranean avenue here, by the way, you can see here on the screen how it was looking like when Benidorm just started to exist for international tourism. How changed it looks like right now. Amazing changes Benidorm has done, and it turned itself into a successful touristic town. Thank you everyone for enjoying this short walk to get to know better the famous Avenue of Europe and which kind of businesses it has to offer. There's a lot of apartments there that you can rent for your short-term holidays, and you will be really close towards the center of Benidorm as well as the famous Levante beach. We will see you in the new fresh video tomorrow here on the channel. Bye, dears.